Grace and peace. I am Pastor Renee Teague, the pastor of Enon United Methodist Church in Studley, Virginia. I hope that you've had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It's been pretty different around here. We had our first drive-in church at 10 a.m. on Sunday at Enon, and you are all welcome to join us if you happen to be close. But if it works out better for you, we will continue to have our video worship services posted at enonumc.org. And you can click on worship, or they are on the home page, and they stay there until about Thursday of the week when I post the next weekends. I hope that you all can enjoy worship, if not with us, then with others during this time. So today, I was trying to replan worship to make it fit with the times, and I was thinking about Moses, and I'm working on those things. And while Rose and I were having lunch together, I asked her, so which Bible story do you think speaks the most to this time? And she, without flinching, said Daniel in the lion's den. And then she laughed and said she did not really see things as negatively as most. So she didn't know. So I got to thinking about that, Daniel in the lion's den. And though on good days, I don't think it feels like that at all, but some of the time it does, doesn't it? Like we've been thrown at least down in a cave where we can't really get out when we want to. And if you listen to the rigmarole that goes on in the news, then you have the idea that maybe the king did roll a stone in front of where we've been thrown and used his signet and sealed us off from each other and from the world. What did Daniel do when that was reality? When the king did indeed order that there be no prayers to his God for 40 days, what did Daniel do? Well, he didn't go out in the streets and protest or anything. He went in his closet and he prayed. He prayed 4 times a day. He really upped his prayer game and stayed really committed to it. And then when he was thrown in the lion's den, God protected him. And you know what he did? Well, he prayed. He prayed. What stops you from praying? Nothing can stop us from praying, actually. Nothing. We can choose to commit as much or as little time as we want to our life of prayer. In fact, I was listening to a lady this morning that does bead prayers, and so she has these single sentences that she tries to use she says it moves God from something that's out there to something that's in her mind to something that's in her heart and her soul, and then finally permeating her body. And she says, she does this breathing. God is here. Jesus is with me. God is here. Jesus is with me. No matter where you are or what's going through your mind, you can stop your mind and say, God is here. Jesus is with me. I'm not alone. Jesus is with me. If we learn to replace the negative tracks in our minds and we put something like that in place, in time, it completely changes the shape of our mind. And then, as she says, the shape of our heart and our soul, and then even our body responds. How many of you have had cricks in your necks and aches and pains because of feeling stress and feeling alone, and you have no energy? Well, this Jesus is with me goes all the way through to our body. You know, I'm not alone. Jesus is with me. And just train yourself, to relax all these muscles, to pull your tongue off the roof of your mouth every time your mind starts going negatively. I'm not alone. Jesus is with me. Did the lions eat Daniel? No, they didn't. The lions' mouths were closed tight. Those lions, though they aren't real, tangible lions, the lions that threaten to eat our souls and our happiness and our joy and our security, those lions, their mouths can be shut by the presence of Jesus in our minds and hearts and souls and bodies. I hope that this day you're able to invite Jesus into your thoughts with those prayers. There's a verse in Daniel 6, and this is the king after he had done that to Daniel. For he is the living God, and he endures forever. His kingdom will not be destroyed. His dominion will never end. That means that nothing is going to destroy God's kingdom, and nothing can limit what he's in charge of. He rescues and he saves. He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on the earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions. And he can do that for us. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, that calls me from a world of care, and bids me at my Father's throne make all my wants and wishes known. In seasons of distress and grief, my soul has often found relief, and oft escaped the tempter's snare. By thy return, sweet hour of prayer. May your prayers be deep and real and reach all the way from your heart to your soul to your body. Amen.